because there's so much stuff that I feel like needs to be talked about, which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, I mean, you guys know me, I am never like that, but I just feel like, in a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, like, this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone, a small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter, because last night after this happened, I was thinking, like, fuck, like, I have to talk about this. Like, people need to know that this happened, like, how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter, so thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself, which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess, because I'm not meant to be doing these kinds of streams. I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral. And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet. Like, maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour. Okay, my notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board. But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that talked about it, because otherwise, I don't know if anything would have been done or it would have been taken seriously. Straight up. So I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective, what happened, what I saw, the order of events. So I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet, but as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine. So I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me. But I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like sometimes it'll happen where you're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean? But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face, and he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me, and I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security, is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. Yeah, so then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it because like of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he's like fucking mortified, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that. And he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or Twitch security? Anyway, so I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security like kind of like got together after that, and we were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha, and just like started talking about something else. So it's like, okay, and then that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker, and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon, like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas. Anyway, that just a side note. Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here. Okay, can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like, I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this? So anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel, I let some of my friends know they come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know, she says, okay, my manager, I've contacted the police, they're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy, they haven't found him. I'm like, what? Anyway, so at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who, by the way, she's so sweet, like she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends, I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah, 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 and they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now, and then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise, I don't think Twitch would have said anything. So after that, I start getting a lot of messages, I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch. Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it, but I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay. Also another detail, sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own. My manager, Melissa. And they showed her a photo of the guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh yeah, here's his photo. We're like gonna find him. He still had his badge and his wristband and everything. The guy. So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard. Which again, I'll get to that later. I'll keep going here. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area, and the guy was he was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been like background checked for my meet and greet. So he was able to just walk through because there just wasn't like consistent security there. Oh my gosh. And then, so yeah, that's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for the rest of the convention. Why wasn't there someone like that here already? Or like they didn't do that beforehand? Like, hello? I'm sorry. So yeah, I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head. And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000. Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do? No one would have known. Like, it's actually fucking insane. Like, I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse, at these conventions, and just nobody knows. Because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys. Thank you. And okay, hold on. Let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to. Alright, let me read this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, that's true, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up, and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked? No. Melissa was like, okay guys, Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of, I've just had so many things happen, and like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're like a creator, or like a girl creator in particular. But I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times, and I'm always like, you know, it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already. Oh my god. So yeah, that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, a rundown of everything. But yeah, it's fucking insane. And I mean, I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but it's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what are you're gonna be mad at me for telling like the things that y'all did wrong? And like, okay, so another thought that I had was like, maybe like the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe like, you know, they hired like shitty security and they like lied to them so they wouldn't like, you know, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had like, you know, actual cameras and like good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like, why is it better to, or like easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello? It's fucking insane. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh. But yeah, I have been, okay, something else. Sorry, I just keep remembering shit. It's gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again, if that happened to me, what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like, they tweet it and like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years, I attended the very first or maybe the second TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015. And yeah, like I understand back then it was different, but I feel like I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like another thing that happened, I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and greet worked is like people line up, they come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave. There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth, or like, I mean, not all of them were like malicious intent, obviously. Like some people would leave and be like, oh shit, my picture is bad, I'm gonna go back and ask for another one. And my manager had to be the one to tell them like, oh no, you can't, like keep moving. And there was even like, I think it was fucking Neon, was able to walk through the back of my meet and greet, and was like, oh hey, like, can I come say hi? And it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, it was just horrible. Like, there was no thought put into it at all. And yeah, I was like, man, it's just fucking naked and afraid out here. Like, thank God I have my manager and my security and my friends. But, like, I just feel so bad for, you know, Twitch creators who wouldn't be able to be in that position. Are you okay, though? This is gonna sound fucked up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that when it happens, I kind of just go into, like, lock-in mode. I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and, like, get through this. Worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet. Like, my friends were telling me, like, bro, if it was me, I would have been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that, I hope you're okay. And then they of course were like, what the fuck, why are you saying that to me? But I felt like I had to because no one else was there. And like I said on Twitter, like, I really wish I didn't have this opinion. Like, I love trying to be like the positive, like, oh, let's get together and have fun, everyone. I really, like, would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it, and the aftermath. Like, it's just crazy. Like, why would their PR team say that? Like, you can literally see in the clip that he's allowed to walk away. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support and stuff. It was pretty crazy, getting all the messages and stuff last night. And again, I've said it like 5 fucking times. Thank fucking God that someone was filming and decided to post it, because if not, you know what I would be doing today? I would be so fucking stressed, being like, okay, do I have to disrupt my stuff that I have planned to announce that this thing happened to me and let people know that it could happen to them? So thank fucking God for that guy. Like, thank you so much for doing that. And I would just encourage everyone just to stand the fuck up. Stand up for yourself, stand up for other people, because if you don't, look what fucking happens, which is crazy, because I saw Valkyrie, I saw Pokey, I saw Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon because I don't feel safe, and everyone was saying that they were stupid or overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people. A large portion of people were saying that, and Twitch's response to that was to be like, oh, don't worry, everyone else. We up security. I should have listened to them. Especially because, I mean, a lot of people know stuff like this has happened to me in the past, and I just keep going. Like, I'm the kind of person that's like, you know what, I'm not gonna let a shitty person or a shitty thing ruin my life or like what's going on for me, you know what I mean? Fuck it, we ball. So I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm just gonna be smart. I'm gonna pay for security. I'm only gonna do my show. How is someone gonna attack me at my show? I'm only doing my meet and greet. How the fuck would they get into a meet and greet? It's roped off with security. Nope. Nope. Lesson learned. And also after it happened, Twitch did offer if I wanted some of their Twitch security. I was like, I'm good, bro. But I was lucky enough that Clemens, who's one of my usual security guards, flew out from Austin, Texas this morning to be there with me today. Have to go to lengths like that. And I have 2 other security guards. One of them's Amazon's, but I have my personal security guard that I feel comfortable with is like my main guy. And they said that they like changed security for the show and stuff, but yeah, I'm just done. Like, this is the kind of thing that it's like, once you break the trust for something like this, you're never getting it back. I'm sorry, you're just not. Like, it's not like this is the first time that something like this has happened. So like the trust was already kind of broken, and that caused a lot of people not want to come. Like, for example, people were talking about how last year, Nick, NMPLOL, and Wake Wilder, got assaulted. A guy literally walked up to Nick on stream and licked his nipple, which again, if that wasn't filmed on stream, would anything have been done? I don't fucking know. And they didn't even make like an official announcement about it. They didn't reach out to Nick, as far as I know. He was saying that last year. So if they did reach out to him, it was way after the con. So it's like, did they just not think it was a big deal? Is it because Nick's a guy? Like, hello? I'm supposed to be working on my Runner show right now. I am still doing the show, like I said, because of the production staff worked really hard on it, and the cosplayers involved worked really hard on it, so I still want to do it, but this is going to be my last TwitchCon show. I'm doing it with Baby No Money and Will Neff, so even though we haven't really had time to go over this in practice, it'll be fine. It'll be a shit show, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fun. Lots of talented people working in Twitch production and all that. It's, yeah. Anyway, how we feeling, you guys? Yeah, I'm flying home tomorrow, and my security guard's gonna be accompanying me to fly home, but it's just sad, the world that we live in now. Like, to me, I don't even think of myself as like someone that needs to be protected or like someone important, but it's like you know, I was talking about how like I wanted to buy a new hamster recently. I was thinking about how if I want to do that on stream, I'd have to hire security to go buy a fucking hamster. And like I said, I spent over $10,000 alone just to come to TwitchCon for security. I've probably spent close to 6 figures total going to cons and stuff on security. And again, it's not like this only happens to people of my size. This happens to girls or guys with 50 viewers. What the fuck are they supposed to do? They can't afford that. It's like, you gotta just deal with it, not there, or you're... that's another thing. I could have fucking died yesterday. But yeah, obviously, I'm gonna be making my own personal changes going forward. I already have, like, for years, but I'm just really hurt and disappointed by how everything was set up by Twitch and like how it was handled after. Like, honestly, that was upsetting me more and making me more angry last night than everything else. Like, it's like, okay, you know, any person can be walking on the street and get assaulted. Like, yeah, it's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. But why do I have to worry about that happening at the convention for the place that I work? I don't know if I'm just talking in circles now, but I don't know, guys.